These two men have been jawing at each other for months. The talking is finally over. Now it's time to fight. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. And a nice left hook. Good counter punching. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. After so much pre-hype fight and social media drama, I can't believe we're actually in the midst of them fighting.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Macaronelli. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Being dazed now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to...
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. You know that bell was... And there's the bell to start round two. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until the senses have come back.
They exchange punches. His stamina is off the charts. The straight right just misses. He threw a punch and just got countered. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
And what an engine on this fighter, continuing to throw and land power shots. Straight right just misses. Nice defense there to stop the right hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Needs a knockout.
And there's the bell to start round three. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Those counter punches have to hurt. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block. Oh my word! Canelo just got clipped. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That right hook's blocked. A perfect counter lands. Right uppercut just off target. A straight right just misses. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close. Here we go to the fourth round. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in.
The pound-for-pound king, Canelo, is down. Oh, my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from? One, two, three, four. Are you okay?
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your...
And down goes the Mac. One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
That's lights out right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give me your glove.
Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Straight right just misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. One round, 2 knockdowns, each by a different fighter.
Let's go out there and get your body.
On to the 5th we go. How do you score the last round, Johnny, as both of these fighters went to the canvas?
2 knockdowns in the same round to both fighters. They got to think like a goldfish. Forget after 10 seconds. They got to be smart.
There's a counter shot. Nice counter. Caution being thrown to the wind. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. A perfect counter shot. Catch and shoot. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've got in the ring with fighters like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Straight right just misses. Missing with that jab. Beautiful counter shot. And he just missed with that left jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Put your mind back on the job.
This is the beginning of round 6. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
That counter punch caught him clean. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Straight right just misses. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Straight right just misses. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them? A big, heavy blow, and Saul is down. What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Let's talk about Alvarez in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
That was a terrible round, that was. Come on.
There's the bell to start round 7. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Big whiff with the right hook. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
The straight right just misses. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alvarez in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important.
Win this round. Get everything.
Round 8, and we're off again. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now.
Oh, and the Big Mac is down. And look at that body shot. They couldn't have thrown it any better.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
One, two, three, four, five, six. Are you all right?
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
How about that time counter shot? And he just misses with that jab. Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Nice counter shot. That counter shot lands. Having a hard time finding a home with that right uppercut. Punch, counter punch. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Talk about McRanelli in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be. And there's the bell to start round 9. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out?
What an upset here as Alvarez goes down. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
A shot from the gods took him out.
One, two, three, four, five, six. Come to me.
The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
He's got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes in close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in a round.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
It's a good start to the round for this guy.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
Nice counter shot. He's put putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Well done with that counter shot. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Let's talk about Alvarez in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed. This is the 10th. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Throws the jab, but does not score. And he scores with the counter. Good counter punch. Canelo in serious jeopardy here, going to the canvas. He somehow weathered the storm.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skillful.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Alvarez in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better shape.
There's a lot on the line here.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good? Good man.
And there's the bell for round 11. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink them. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The jab doesn't quite connect. Nice defense with that jab. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
This is when you talk about championship material.
Get focused, get your mind back on the job.
Great work. I love that. I love that. That jab's slick. Just the same again.
That round, don't worry about it.
Who thought we would have made it to 12? How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Beautiful counter punch. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Jab misses. Nice counter punch. Just misses with that uppercut. And he scores with the counter. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous decision victory.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, hard lesson. I totally agree.